Hello everyone, we are back with a new video and this time we will be talking about IELTS Speaking. We will learn how to frame responses for part 3 of the speaking test. So here we start. The IELTS speaking test goes on for 11 to 14 minutes as per Cambridge guidelines. It includes 3 parts. Part 1 is the interview, part 2 is the cue card round, and part 3 is the discussion round. This video will focus on the third part and all it includes. If you haven't watched the videos on the first 2 parts of the test, please do watch them. The discussion round lasts for 4 to 5 minutes only. In this part, the candidates are required to answer questions on a topic which is related to the topic of the previous part. That is part 2. The responses in this part should be detailed and informative. To score well in this part, one must listen actively to the examiner. It is absolutely fine if someone could not understand or hear the question in the first go. They could simply say pardon and the examiner would repeat the question for them. No scores are deducted on this basis. No preparation time is given in this part. Candidates need to respond spontaneously. Thinking quickly on your feet is another vital skill required for the discussion round. The discussion round evaluates the test taker's ability to make speculations, talk about general trends in the present, elucidate past experiences, make future predictions, and state opinions. The candidate needs to speak at length, providing relevant reasons along with an example to support their premise. Now let's learn the right structure to answer questions easily in this part. All we need to do is follow OR. O stands for opinion, R stands for reason, and E stands for example. Just answer OR pragmatically and you will automatically end up answering a logically organized response. OR helps in answering all parts of the task easily and with great efficacy. It provides a logical organization to the answer, sequences ideas, and makes speech more coherent than ever. Just state what you believe first and then tell them why you believe so. This is the reason behind your perception. Finally, with the help of an example, show them how it is applicable in the real world. Now let's try answering a sample question using OR. The question reads, do you think people read more nowadays than they used to? As per OR, first we need to state our opinion on this notion followed by reasons and an example. You may pause the video here if you want to try answering this question on your own. Alright, the sample response begins with, in my opinion, people don't prefer reading now as much as they used to do earlier. The opinion ends here. It is clearly told what side of the question we are on. You can have differing opinions as well. Just make sure that they are relevant. In IELTS, it doesn't matter what you think, but how you present what you think matters the most. Now comes reason. There are a number of reasons for that. A busy schedule is the most common excuse people would give today as it doesn't let them have enough leisure time to read books. Also, with the advent of technology, options for entertainment have become endless. Let's support the response with evidence now. To illustrate, in the olden days, people were fond of reading as there were no other major means of getting entertained. However, now gadgets such as smartphones, gaming consoles, and computers outweigh the fun, non-dynamic activities such as reading can provide. Or actually made it easy to answer all aspects of the question one at a time without missing or forgetting any of those. For linking ideas well and better signposting, here are a few discourse markers that could be used. For stating opinion, we could say, in my opinion, I believe, I reckon, I feel, I think, as far as I know, and so on. Please refrain from using according to me whenever you need to opine, as it is not standard English and therefore incorrect and not acceptable in IELTS. For reasoning, we could use because, due to, since, as, owing to, because of, and so on. And finally, for evidence or example, to explain this, to illustrate, for example, and for instance, can be put into use. Now, a few points to remember while preparing for and answering discussion questions. Ensure that you listen actively. Please do not make assumptions if you could not hear any part of the question well. Just say pardon and the examiner would be happy to repeat the question for you. Answer every aspect of the question. Maintain fluency and coherence. That's the first parameter that decides your overall speaking score. Make sure your ideas are linked logically and are easy to follow. Do not use too many fillers or take a lot of pauses. Practice well before you take the test. And yes, Repeating ideas will definitely affect your score. Then comes pronunciation. While practicing, check pronunciation on reliable websites such as Cambridge or Oxford Dictionary. Google is not recommended for IELTS preparation. The third parameter is lexical resources. Try using a variety of vocabulary items in your answer. But as we say, use them because you need them, not because you know them. Too much repetition of lexical items may reflect a lack of expression, so make sure you enhance your word power well before the test. And finally, we have grammar. Try using a variety of sentence structures such as simple, complex, and so on. This would showcase your conversational ability. The usage should be accurate. Practice speaking at length. Many free sample discussion questions are available for practice all over the internet. Once you have worked on all these aspects, you are all set for the speaking test and to get your desired band scores. In conclusion, fewer the errors, the higher a band score is. And remember, practice is the key. Here are a couple of discussion questions for you to try. Answer them on your own now. And don't forget to use OR. Hope you found this video helpful. We will be soon back with more such content. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you for watching.